Welcome to the NetConnect Training program. The following course has been designed for system administrators new to NetConnect and will give you a good understanding of the most common tasks associated with installing, configuring and maintaining a NetConnect server. By the end of the course, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to deploy and run NetConnect for your users. You'll also get a nice shiny certificate once you pass the exam. Now we've got a bunch of bite-sized videos for you to work through. We've kept them all under 10 minutes each, but we do fast forward a few items for the sake of brevity, so please feel free to pause the tutorials and catch up where necessary. If there's anything you see that doesn't make sense and needs a little additional explanation, don't hesitate to send an email to the customer support team. The address is at the bottom of the screen right now. We'll be doing all the work on a virtual environment. It's by far the easiest and most flexible way to run NetConnect, so ideally you'd be comfortable with virtualization. You'll need a relatively basic network with internet access to run the training program, nothing too spectacular. As an overview, you'll need the following at various points: a domain with a running Active Directory instance, a domain joined server, ideally Windows 2012, an internal IP address to assign to NetConnect, an external IP address with port 443 available for external access, and finally a few cups of tea won't hurt along the way. If any of this sounds scary, this course may not be right for you, so send us an email and we'll help you out directly. Unless of course it's the tea, then by all means substitute that out with a coffee. Now let's take a look at what we'll be covering off in the course. We've broken the videos into installation, licensing and certificates, creating your first application, basic authentication, advanced authentication, general system administration and other applications. Now, a typical NetConnect deployment involves installing NetConnect into your network and interfacing it with your Active Directory and any multi-factor solutions you may have for authentication, and with your application servers, user PCs, and any other internal resources you wish to make available. Users reach NetConnect via your chosen URL, which resolves to the public IP address you've allocated, and this in turn is sent to the internal IP address configured on your NetConnect server via your internal routing. As you can see, in a standard deployment, you place your server behind your firewall. In Chapter 2, we'll look at the install process. NetConnect is commonly installed onto a virtual environment, so we'll focus on this approach. In Chapter 3, we'll be covering off licensing. Licenses are needed for users to access NetConnect and launch applications. We'll show you how to request a license and how to generate one for your trial. We'll also look at certificates, which are needed to secure the traffic into and out of your server. We'll go through how to apply an SSL certificate from your provider, as well as how to generate a temporary certificate and URL to support your training and testing. In Chapter 4, we'll show you how to publish a server via an HTML5 enabled RDP connection, how to configure some common features, and how you can give access to applications to your users. In Chapter 5, we'll explain the fundamentals of authentication in NetConnect and we'll set up a local user account. In Chapter 6, we'll cover advanced authentication, specifically Active Directory integration and configuring single sign-on applications. NetConnect allows for multi-stage authentication, whereby users are required to provide multiple separate passwords before gaining access to your environment. So we'll show you how to build those up and how to integrate any existing multi-factor authentication solutions you may have via radius authentication. In Chapter 7, we'll show you how to perform common tasks associated with maintaining your instance, and in Chapter 8, we'll cover off some of the additional services available through NetConnect. Good luck, and we hope you enjoy the course.